Why, hello there. Welcome to this breaking news emergency video. Normally, the trading process takes very long time for me. It is weeks and months of researching, and then it's many, many months of just watching it trade. But every now and then, I come across a strategy, and it just gets me very, very excited. And this strategy, the one in this video, is one of those, right? This is something that I got so excited that I'm going to start trade it immediately. Now, immediately is not immediately. As you'll see, this only trades or enters trades on 1 day a week. So I won't be trading it today per se, but I'll be trading it next week, okay? So first, and I know nobody cares, but I'm going to tell it to you anyway because I'd like to communicate with you. There are going to be some big changes to my little channel. I'm going through a massive research phase right now. There's just so much researching. I'm getting up earlier. I'm working longer hours. Why am I doing this? I want stuff for us to trade in our accounts. And I also want to share. I'm super excited about futures. Deeply regretful I didn't do it futures trading years and years ago. But there just seems to be good idea after good idea or things that I'm excited about, and it just keep cascading one after the other. So I've got a lot to share. It's a little bit selfish because the more research I do and share with you, the more I'm trying to trade in my own accounts. So hopefully it helps both of us. Anyway, there's a lot going on, which means I might have to increase my frequency. Wouldn't that be something? But keep in mind, the details will be free in almost all of these videos, and I am going to start offering the code. I would like you to have access to it if you're interested. And I will be also sharing all the details, as I mentioned. So if you are a builder, then you'll be able to do that too, right? And eventually, maybe the videos might look different. The third grade production value might change. All right, enough. Who cares? Let me just throw this out real quick, though. That's two real quicks. People are talking about NVIDIA and how it's falling, and how many billions of dollars are lost when the market pulls back. Can I just say that the fair value of NVIDIA is way, way down? Okay, as I make this video, it's 105. Fair value, from a technical standpoint, do not tell me about earnings per share. Do not tell me about future earnings growth. Do not. Do not, because I don't care. The technical fair value, meaning this long-term simple moving average, these two have to touch. Do you understand that? These two will touch again. It hasn't touched in a long time. You know it's been crazy. But they will touch again. Got it? Now, when will they touch? Well, if it keeps going up, this is going to keep going up. Fair value will rise on a healthy company. But if we're on a little pullback in the market, what is it? $50, right? By the time this gets to here, this will have crawled up maybe to around $50, maybe to $60. At any rate, it's way below 105. So is this pullback weird? No. That's exactly what NVIDIA should be doing, right? Anyway. All right, that said, just throwing that out there, I want to be a part of things like NVIDIA. I want to be a part of things that move like crazy. I would like to take advantage. One thing I do, so childish, is trade the QQQ ETF, specifically TQQQ. Love that. That's one way to get involved, but I want an automated strategy because that's the way I prefer to trade. Okay, so I want to be involved, but I don't want to worry about fair value and EP, earnings per share, and all that stuff. Okay, the world has changed dramatically since 2020. I don't need to tell you that, but there's a dramatic slide coming in a second about how much has changed. Okay, I want a strategy. I don't currently have one, hence the emergency. I want a strategy to capitalize on what has happened. Things have changed. It's so much more volatile in things like NVIDIA and in tech and QQQ and so forth. Now, will this continue? It's been 4 years. Is it over? Is it going to go back to 2005? Well, maybe. But if it does continue, if it doesn't go back to early, mid 2000s, I want to be there. I need to have this in my trading portfolio just in case. Why? Because it could turbocharge, obviously, right? So here's the system. Again, details for free. Build it yourself if you like. It's called the Buy on Monday. Why buy on Monday? Because, hey, it's the start of a week, right? There isn't a great logical, except there is some testing. You can test different days if you like. There is some research that backs up Monday's a good time to trade, but guess what? It's a weekend. Traders are back. Let's buy the market. So we buy on Monday, literally after 12 p.m. Eastern. What exact time? Well, elite members will get the exact time, but guess what? If you want to test it, anything after 12 noon. This is not a strategy that depends on the exact entry, and you don't have to copy me, right? You could take the idea and thrive, hopefully, right? That's the idea. The target, I use the average true range. It's just 1.3 times the average true range of whatever it was when we're getting into this trade. So if the average true range is 5 points, let's say, then we're going to go 5 times 1.3. You get the picture, and that's how many points we're going to go for. Again, that's arbitrary. I just made that up. The stop is huge. Why? We want this to have room to run. Does that mean we could have a huge loss? Yes, it does. We could have a huge loss. I know. That's part of it, right? But there's an upward bias to the indices, correct? Upward bias in the NASDAQ futures contract. There is. So why stop out when it probably will, people will probably buy the dips. It will probably rise. That's why that's big. But guess what? You can use all sorts of values for that and get some pretty cool results. Now, we also have a time exit. Some say the most powerful exit in trading. Time exit. We're getting out Wednesday, so if it does go against us, hopefully it won't go 22 times against us, but we will be out on Wednesday afternoon. What time? Anything after 12 p.m. Check it out. Now, why might this work? I've kind of said it, right? Buying on Monday is when all traders and all algorithmic trading programs get started, okay? Upward bias. We have a small profit target. We have a big stop. Right? That in itself, any entry with that sort of thing has a chance to work, especially on an instrument that trends, and especially on an instrument that trends in one direction. So it seems like it might work. I mean, if people are going to dollar cost average, what are they going to do? Okay, I'm going to set up my alerts or my automatic transfers every Monday. I want to get in the NASDAQ, QQQ, or SPY, whatever. So it makes sense, right? There's just not a lot of trickery in this. It makes sense. Now, here's the weird part. Are you ready? Of course, I like to do testing all the way back as far as it goes, and testing on my TradeStation goes back to the 2001 to be specific. On SPY or the ES, it goes back even farther, and some it goes back to the 80s. Who cares? Look at this. This is weird. Trading just one contract and trading costs taken out. Let's take a look. 2001 was a massive dot-com bear market. What is that all about, by the way? Okay, weird. 2002, massive bear market, way worse than 2022. As bad, actually worse than 2008 because of the duration. I think it's worse. 2003, it finally didn't work, right? 2003, the third year of the bear market, but not that much, right? 2004, it bounced back. And then 2005 and 6, remember I referenced them? Doldrums, boring, no volatility. People apparently did not have an appetite for tech, right? Crazy saying that now. But after 2000 to 2003, even though 2004 was better, my guess is that there just wasn't, well, I don't have to guess. This doesn't work if the thing doesn't move. And it wasn't moving. You can make up the reason for it. Maybe just no tech appetite, right? But then 2007, pre-crisis, nice year. It made money in 2008. Isn't that weird? Going long only in 2008 and 2009, weird. 2010, just boring, right? 3 pretty minuscule years, right? Look at that. Back to good action. Next 2 years, and then 2013. I mean, what was 2013? I'd have to go look. I don't remember anything big that happened in 2013 compared to what we've seen. But it lost. And then we started just racking up nice solid gains. Pretty boring strategy, right? Not much on the losing side, but 2 years in a row? Woof! Horrifying, right? This isn't a good strategy, right? Nobody would want to trade this. Oh, but wait, dear friend. Here's the amazing part. Dun dun. In 2018, 2018, holy macaroni. That's like all of these combined practically, right? Oh, it's an anomaly. 2019 did the same. 2020 pandemic. Oh, look at that. Okay, that's an anomaly. No, 2021 did the same. And look at 2022. Now, this cannot be right. Please test this for yourself. I mean, you see why this is an emergency video, right? This is a bear market. We're going long only on Mondays. This can't be right, right? 2023 again. And in 2024, it's still cranking out wins. This is outrageous. Look at this dramatic change. I said the last 4 years. It's the last 6 years. Do you see why I want to be a part of this? I am not concerned at all. I wouldn't trade this by myself or by itself. I wouldn't trade it by myself either. I need a friend, right? I wouldn't trade it by itself. But what if this continues? It seems to be continuing, right? This is only, what, September as I make this? I mean, I got to have it in my life. Here's a sample trade. Monday comes, and we buy, and we hit the profit target. Now, which is interesting. Look, this is a down market. But it was still a winning trade. Interesting, right? Isn't it? Interesting? And here's the craziness. Look at this. Hum-de-dum-de-dum-de-dum, la, la, la. Nothing, right? Some new equity highs, but pretty boring. And then the world changed. I mean, holy moly. Right? Here's the report. Again, this includes all the craziness. I mean, 174,000 with a close-to-close drawdown of about 12,000. Intrapeak, 14,000. The profit factor here. Average trade is well above with trading costs taken out. That's way above what is recommended. Average winning trade is small. Average losing trade is much bigger. Right? That's how you get to a high win percentage of about 89%, right? Again, it can go wrong. It can go wrong, right? But think about trading that on a hypothetical 15K account. Bottom line is this. It won't work in a bad, boring market. Just won't. We saw that. But it's eye-popping when we have big ATRs, average true ranges. Now, will this continue? What do you think? Or will it die and go back to the previous? The whole point of this is I want to find out. And I don't think waiting and watching is a smart thing to do. I think I need to get in there and trade it and find out for myself just in case it continues. Now, will I be a chicken and start with the micro? Of course I will. Chicken, right? But I will increase that, and you can just go 1, 2, 3, 4, and pretty soon start trading contracts and so forth, okay? So will it continue? It's pretty crazy though, right? Oh, and he thinks so too. He thinks it's pretty cool. Well, he might start trading it. Now, if you're interested, elite members get all this code for free, right? This isn't going to be a random idea channel. That's what it's been. I just wanted to throw a bunch of ideas out there and try to be helpful in that regard. I didn't want to lead anyone. I just wanted to be a place where people could go for random ideas and different things, stocks, whatever. But that's changing. I'm going to start putting together many different portfolios again, because this is what I'm doing for myself. And I want to start sharing that. So there will be more direction, shall we say. And I spend lots and lots of hours. So some of it's going to cost. Guess what? You don't have to pay anything. All the details on almost everything, if not everything, will be there for free. But you will be able to buy the code if you like. And if you're an elite member, of course, you get it all for free. All right, let's finish it up. Again, it is a tiny little trading channel, but it's growing. It's growing. It's getting a little bit bigger. And Dwight and I would like to thank you for that. All right, website's going to change. Right now, it's at scottwealthstrategies.com. And I do have 2 books. Thinking about more books too, so we'll see how that works out. And there's your disclaimer. Please do not risk any money you cannot afford to lose. That's all for this emergency video. I'll see you next time. Bye for now.